What up, YouTube? It's your boy Open Mind, back again with just another video rant. In this particular video, I want to speak about why rich, wealthy, well-to-do people try to speak for working class people. There's a lot of YouTube or just mainstream news media people. I'm not going to mention their names because I don't want to attack any one person who interviews people, right? But if you scroll down economic news, anything to do with wealth and financial literacy, the economy, right? You have a lot of economists. You have a lot of people who write books on finances. They go on. And you're just name your favorite news media outlet to watch. You'll watch that news media outlet and they'll have some guy or girl with a suit and tie on who's pushing a book, right? World-renowned economist such and such gives their take on Trump's economy, Biden's economy, right? That they speak on the Democrats, the Republicans. And they always try to speak for the working class. They always try to say what the working class feels, right? Yet these people themselves are not part of the working class, right? They can sell a book, make a huge investment, buy some stocks, flip their money. They're not getting up in the morning to punch a clock for nobody. They do these seminars and these speeches and these TED Talks, they travel the country getting paid to speak, right? Their money comes from lump sums of payments paid to them by whoever to give a speech, to give a seminar, to sell a book. And they take that lump sum of money and they invest it somewhere. Maybe they own some real estate. Maybe they own a few stocks. Maybe they have a few bonds. I don't know how their streams of income look. I just know that they don't punch a clock. They usually work for themselves, which is fine. I'm not attacking anyone who's an entrepreneur or anyone who works for themselves and their money makes money. I'm not attacking you if you come across my video and it hits your timeline and you're like, what's this guy talking about? This isn't an attack. This is an accountability, right? You cannot speak for us. You're not part of the working class. I punch a clock, right? The vast majority of Americans punch a clock somewhere, whether it's in an office, at a construction site, whether they deliver food, they're the gig economy, they're a mechanic, a technician, a doctor, right? There's somebody who punches a clock. They put in 8, 9, 10, 12, sometimes 16 hours on a job. They get hourly rates or salaries, and they get overtime pay. They're W-2 employees, and that is so on and so forth. They're not 1099. They're not EIN, right? Because I know what that means too. Just because I punch a clock doesn't mean I'm not aware of these terms and how you can file your taxes depending on if you're a W-2 employee or a 1099 person. Or you can use your EIN and write shit off and file your taxes that way because you work for yourself, you're independent, right? I'm talking about the fact that you guys always score the interview on the major news media outlet or even the independent news media outlet. As independent news media, they got to get their clicks and views, so they want to have this world-renowned whoever economist on their show to say, hey, I got an interview with such and such. You probably had to pay them. Even if you didn't have to pay them, you're using their notoriety to get some clicks and views because you're independent media and you're not being pushed by any corporation. You come on a lot of my favorite news channels and you try to speak for the working class and you don't have a job that you punch a clock. You earn your money by independence. You're self-employed. You're an independent contractor. Not even say independent contractor because they're part of the working class too. But the self-employed, entrepreneurial, work for yourself. I'm my own boss. My money comes from money market accounts, CDs, stocks, bonds. You got lump sums of money in a bank account somewhere that's drawing interest, and that's where your money comes from. That's how your money is made. You selling a book, you own a business, you're a CEO, whatever, and you get the interview on the major news media outlet talking about the working class and how we feel about whatever topic or subject matter. I'm going to need y'all to stop speaking for us, because you have no fucking idea how we feel or what we do or how we live. You're not part of that. And even if you were part of that at one point in your life, you're not part of that anymore. It's not part of your day, right? If you get money off speaking fees, you're not part of the working class. You work for yourself. People pay you $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 to come speak. You get paid to do interviews, to show up. You just get paid to sit in front of a camera and run your fucking mouth. You don't have to get up at 6, 7 o'clock in the fucking morning and go punch a clock and put in some hours and then punch out, right? Nobody's keeping track of your time and paying you an hourly salary to do a job. That's the working class. The working class are independent contractors or people who work a job that punches a clock. They get paid hourly, salary, bi-monthly, or bi-weekly to work for a company to do a job, whatever that job is. And they either living paycheck to paycheck or they compound their paychecks, but they actually do work for someone. They sent their resume and they got hired, and they're an employee. They're W-2 employee. Right? If you're not a W-2 employee, you're not part of the working class. So I only have to give the example of the job title, because there's many job titles. I'll say it this way, right? If you come across this video and I vexed you, I made you cringe because you're a rich person, wealthy person, well-to-do person, and you want to just, shun me or have this smug about yourself, right? If you don't file your taxes via a W-2, you are not part of the working class. Therefore, you cannot speak for the working class. Stop speaking for us. Because I listen to y'all talk, and y'all have no idea what the fuck y'all talking about. We don't get the interview. Nobody reaches out to a construction worker and asks them how they feel about the economy. Nobody reaches out to a taxi driver or someone that works at the airport or someone that works at the pizzeria or somebody that works at a restaurant or a clothing store, retail store, or grocery store and asks them to do an interview on the news. Nobody's asking them, right? You're not coming to the local grocery store, Kroger, Whole Foods, Walmart, HEB, Randall's, Costco, whatever. You're not going in there as a journalist asking them, hey, working class person, would you mind doing an interview on my news channel and telling me how you feel as a worker? And doing an hour-long interview with that person, you know why? Because they're not going to give you any views. You're not going to get any ratings for that. Because who's this person? Who's this grocery bagger or person that pushes carts that bags groceries on stock shelves? Who's this warehouse worker, forklift driver that you got on the show? Right? Nobody's going to care. They're going to ask, who is this person? Because they're not famous. Right? They don't have fame and blue checks next to their social media account that would then help you get ratings on your independent news station or your major news station, right? But you're going to have this person speaking on your show, because I watch a lot of news, and this person is speaking for the working class and they're not part of the working class. They're fucking disconnected. I don't give a shit if what they're saying is some truths. Because anybody can tell a truth, doesn't mean that they have any context behind that truth. You have to be a part of a group to speak for that group. Nobody elected you to speak for us, right? Reach out to union reps and let them come on the news and give and speak for the working class. Reach out to people who punch a clock and our W-2 employees and let them speak for the working class, because we're all going through the same things here. We all get a paycheck for our hourly rate, for the hours that we work, the time that we put in. We punch in, we punch out. At the end of the year, we get a W-2. We file our taxes via a W-2, not a 1099, not EIN numbers or tax ID numbers. That's not how we file our taxes as working class people. We file our taxes with W-2s. We are the working class. Let us speak for ourselves. Who are these fucking people, these economists, these financial fucking gurus who themselves, in their own right, can tell people about money and how to make money? Right, they can do that part. Yeah, you can tell me how to take a lump sum of money and invest it and flip it and make it into a bigger lump sum of money. That's what you fucking do all day. That's how you make your money. That's how you're able to write your fucking financial book and sell it to people on how to get rich. That is how you live your life. You can tell me that all fucking day long. What you can't tell me about is what I go through as a working class person, as a W-2 employee, when I punch in and I punch out and I have a boss or a supervisor who's over me giving me orders. You cannot speak for that. You can't give an opinion. You can't give context. You have no fucking idea what you're talking about. So why are you talking? Why do I need to listen to you? Because I happen to be watching that particular news channel or independent news outlet that I frequent a lot, and they have you on speaking. You got your suit and fucking tie on, and when that camera and that microphone turns off, you're gonna get on your fucking plane, you're gonna fly back to your nice house and fucking mansion in the suburbs, and you're gonna go to bed whenever the fuck you feel like it, and you're gonna get up whenever the fuck you feel like it. And there are going to be days where you're not going to be nowhere but sitting at home twiddling your fucking thumbs because you got a lump sum of money in the fucking bank, and you don't have to go nowhere and work and earn your paycheck. Your money comes from the investments that you've made, the books that you've sold, or the stocks that you bought. Or whatever the fuck you do with lump sums of money that brings you returns on your investment. That is how your income looks. But your income doesn't look like mine. This isn't an income conversation. This is a class conversation. You're not part of the working class. Stop referencing the working class. Stop speaking for the working class. Speak for your class. You're part of the whatever class you want to categorize yourself as, right? Teach us how to invest. Talk about that. Talk about, in the event that you come into a lump sum of money, do this with it. In the event that you acquire a lump sum of money from however you got it, this is what you should do with it. Read my book. Other than that, stop fucking talking for the working class, because you're not part of the working class. It's like I'm not part of the wealthy class. I can't write a book on what people should do with a lump sum of money if they get it, and how to buy the stock and invest it and flip it and be an investor or whatever. I can't do that because I'm part of the working class. I'm not going to speak on that. I'm not going to make a video or go on a news interview and tell the world, the people who ever catch that video, all right, y'all, I got a regular job, but this is what you do. This is how you get money. I'm not doing that because I'm not part of that group. I'm not going to speak on something I'm disconnected from. So why the fuck can't y'all? Why is it that y'all always score the fucking interview? And in the news media, why do you always reach out to these motherfuckers and y'all don't have no fucking connection to people who punch a clock? What is wrong with y'all? What is with this clicks and views fame shit? If you're not famous or world renowned, I'm not going to invite you on to do an interview with you. Who the fuck are y'all people? Y'all are fucking disconnected. The news media is disconnected. The independent news media is disconnected. And the fucking financial gurus are disconnected. Y'all in your little fucking bubbles, and you have no idea how we're living or what the fuck we're going through. You're not worried about where your next meal is going to come from. You can pay your bills, and grocery prices, high or low, gas prices, high or low, do not affect you whatsoever, because you can survive it. The rest of us have to budget and manage our money to make sure we can get to the next paycheck Because the rest of us are one paycheck away from being evicted or losing our cars and so on and so forth. You're not. You probably own your car and own your home and own a whole lot of other shit. So all you have to pay is utilities and taxes on the properties that you live on. You don't have the same concerns that I have. So how the fuck can you speak for me? Why are you speaking for me? Why are you always fucking speaking about stuff? Why don't you just sell your fucking book on how to get rich or how to maintain your riches and finances and speak to those people? Why can't y'all fucking do that? Why are y'all so fucking arrogant? It takes a level of arrogance to be in a position of financial well-being, right? And then try to talk to people who are not in that position and try to tell the world how they're fucking living, and you don't even live in that area. You don't live in crime-ridden areas, pothole-ridden areas, roach-infested, rat-infested, wherever the fuck it is. You're not living like that. You can call a plumber, an electrician, or an exterminator. You can do that. A lot of us can't. Even those of us who have good jobs still can't afford that because that shit's expensive. We got to go get the Raid spray to kill the fucking bugs, right? If we have roaches, if we have rats, if we have animals, possums, snakes, whatever the fuck, if we have those infestations, we have to go to the Home Depot or Lowe's to buy the shit to kill that shit because we can't afford the exterminator. If we have a plumbing issue with our pipes, we have to fucking call the fucking maintenance man in the complex to come fix that shit. We don't have the luxuries that you have. And it's not even to say that I'm upset about that. I'm just saying I'm not speaking about being rich because I'm not rich. If you're rich and wealthy, God bless you. Talk and stay in your own fucking lane. Stop speaking for the working class because you're not part of the working class. You don't wear a fucking hard hat. You don't wear steel toe boots. You don't hammer any fucking nails. You pay people to do that shit for you. When your internet goes out, you're not fixing your own fucking internet. You call your internet provider and they send a working class person, technician out to fix your fucking internet for you. When you lose power because of a storm in your little fucking mansion, someone with a hard hat and steel toe boots comes out in a fucking truck, a group of them, and they climb a telephone pole and they turn your fucking electricity back on. Those W-2 employees help you get electricity in your fucking mansion or your big house. Because you're not doing it. You're a rich person. That's beneath you. You pay people for services. You don't provide the fucking service. You pay for the fucking service. We provide the service. We, the working class, come out and fix your plumbing. We, the working class, come out and cut your fucking grass. We, the working class, change your fucking tire and change your fucking oil. Fix whatever's broken on your vehicle. We, the working class, put your bags under the fucking plane when you get on the plane and fly. Even if it's a private jet, there's still some workers out there putting your bags on a fucking plane. The pilot that's flying you in that private jet is working class. You're sitting your ass in that fucking seat and you're flying. You're along for the ride. The pilot is flying that fucking plane, not your rich ass. So how the fuck can you speak for that pilot? Whether you have a private jet or you're flying commercial or whatever. If you have a yacht, you're not driving it. A pilot is driving that fucking yacht. The cleaners that come and clean your fucking yacht for you. You're not doing it. The fuel that your yacht needs. There's some working class people fueling your fucking yacht for you. And so on and so forth and so on and so forth. The food that you eat, the restaurants, the fancy restaurants that you frequent. There's a waiter or waitress that serves you your food. There are chefs back there in the kitchen cooking your fucking food. The expensive ass $200 fucking meal that you've ordered. Or the luncheon that you had with your business friends. You're not the one preparing the fucking food for the luncheon. You're paying for that service. Working class people are doing that. So how can you speak for these people? Why do you have a microphone in your face and a camera in your face speaking for the working class? You don't know what the fuck you talking about. And I really wish y'all would shut the fuck up. I'm sick of seeing y'all faces. I'm sick of hearing y'all fucking talk. And I'm definitely slowly, all throughout this year and beyond, unsubscribing and completely blocking and removing a lot of these media outlets from my timeline. Because you motherfuckers are just as disconnected as the fucking people the guests you bring on to speak for the working class. You don't want to hear from us. You have no fucking idea how we feel or what we're thinking about. You're not interviewing us because it's not going to give you any fucking ratings. This shit is all full circle. And listen, you don't have to listen to us. We already know that you're not listening to us. We know that we're not famous enough to sit in that chair with that microphone in our faces and that camera in our faces to speak on our own behalves. We know that you're not going to reach out to us. So we really don't care to tell you the truth. But let's be honest, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. That's why we have Donald Trump. That's why Donald Trump was elected, because of a lot of disconnected, uninformed people. Propagandist motherfuckers. And even if it wasn't propaganda intentionally, even if it was unintentional and y'all just really just thought you knew but didn't know, this is why. Because you got the wrong motherfuckers speaking. Too many rich people are speaking for the middle class / lower class people. Stop speaking for us. You don't speak for us. You don't know what the fuck we're going through. You don't give a fuck what we're going through. But yet you have the mic in your face and you want to sound intelligent. So you're going to say some bullshit, some smoke blowing bullshit on a microphone, blowing smoke up the ass of the interviewer, so that you can sign, so that they invite you back and pay you another lump sum of money for another speaking fee. Right? Because it's how you make your money. You travel the country speaking, you're selling books, you've acquired some wealth or some riches. And while we're happy for you, and I don't say that to be condescending, we really are happy for you that you've beat the game and you've gotten well-to-do and you're comfortable in your life. I really wish you would stay in that fucking space that you're in. Go back to your fucking mansion and shut the fuck up. Because you cannot fucking speak for us. Stop speaking for us. Stop it. This shit is irritating. That I gotta keep seeing you suit-wearing motherfuckers talking down your nose about the working class, but yet referencing the working class to make your fucking points on any interview that you're doing. And I'm not going to say any names because there's too many fucking names, right? I'm not attacking any one person. Because if I say a name, you're going to think I'm talking about that one person. No, I'm not talking about one motherfucker. There is a handful, a group, men and women, who themselves are not part of the working class and are always being interviewed on any random news outlet speaking for the working class. They've written a few books, right? They've done some speaking fees. They've done some TED Talks. Just me saying TED Talk should be enough of a hint for y'all as to who I'm talking about when I say men and women. Just go to fucking TEDTalk.com or the TED Talk channel on YouTube and watch a few fucking TED Talk seminars, and you'll see what I'm talking about. How they try to speak for the working class and have no fucking idea what they're talking about. If you're rich / wealthy, you're not part of the working class. You're part of the upper class. So speak for the upper class and shut the fuck up. It's your boy Open Mind. I hope y'all understood the sentiment. Shout out to everybody that's part of the working class. All my hard hat wearing people, steel toe boot wearing people, clock punchers. You put in that 8, 9, 10 hour shift and you come home and you just want to relax, to go to bed, to get right back up early in the fucking morning to do it all over again. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all, right? Because y'all are really, don't let nobody else tell you different. Y'all make this country go. Because if everybody decided to not go to work tomorrow or the next day or the day after, fuck it. The whole fucking country just went on strike and just didn't go to work. Internet would stop working. Nobody would eat. Nobody would get gas. Nothing would function, and the rich people would lose their fucking minds if everybody who's part of the working class decided to not go to work the next day. I'm talking about from the airport to the restaurants, to the grocery stores, to the gas station, to the clothing store, whatever, wherever, whatever. If everybody collectively said, I'm not going to work on this day of the week, this whole country would shut the fuck down. And everything that you rich motherfuckers say on these microphones, on these media outlets, will be null and void, a crock of load of bullshit. Because we're the ones that really make this fucking country move. The broke and the middle class. Because we get up in the morning and punch the fucking clock so that this fucking machine can stay oiled. This machine called America. And the rest of the world. All over the world, not just the United States. Everybody from farming to picking fucking fruits and vegetables out of a field to driving a tractor trailer to the 18-wheeler delivering the goods to the warehouse. If everybody decided to stop fucking working and I don't want to work just on this one day out the week, not quit completely. I'm talking about one day out the week. All the 18-wheeler drivers have said, "Fuck it, I'm not delivering this load. I'm not starting my 18-wheeler truck up. I'm not bringing the supplies to the warehouse. We're going to sit in the truck farm. We're going to just fucking sit here." And everybody else collectively just said, fuck y'all, for 24 hours. The country would shut the fuck down. Internet would go out. Lights would go out. Water would stop running. Toilets would overflow. So on and so forth. This your boy Open Mind dropping real fucking truth bombs. The real fucking truth. The working class. I'm part of the working class, so I can speak. And anybody who's part of the working class that comes across this video knows exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. Whatever your job title is. Creator bless y'all. Get money. Deuces.